holy crap. I really like this rug. It really ties the room together. I like it a lot. All right. So Alex told me that today's topic is treat yourself. And the first thing that came to my mind was the show Parks and Recreations. I don't know if anybody watches it. I feel like I'm the only person in the world that watches it. But there's an episode where the sassy black woman in the office has this day once a year called Treat Yourself. It's like Y-O. And on that day, she goes shopping and she spends insane amounts of money on just whatever she wants. And so that was the first thing that came to my mind, and I am inspired by that. Every time I buy a fabulous pair of shoes, I send a picture of it to my friend and I say, treat yourself, because that's just what we do. So thinking of that, it took me to, I guess, more of the physical aspect of treating yourself. I personally am very into fashion, and I think that is stereotyped a bit, because people who tend to really care about how they look are labeled as self-absorbed or ignorant. Well, I don't know. Just like it's not a very good thing, typically. But personally, I think that it's a really important form of expression, and treating yourself to feeling good about how you look is incredibly important, I think. If you feel good, if you feel like you look good wearing sweats and a shirt, and you feel good wearing that, then awesome, you're treating yourself. There's this fashion blog that I read often, and the girl who writes it is a very strong feminist, and she voices her feminist views often. And while I don't totally agree with her radicalness or whatever, but she's also very into fashion. She's very, she puts herself together, she posts pictures of her outfits, and she gets a lot of hate from readers, though, saying, like, how can you be a feminist? That's very hypocritical, because the fashion world is one that's full of such stereotypes and a lot of body hate. And but she always answers, well, fashion is a very important form of expression. And when I feel like I've properly expressed myself, then I feel good. And it's important to feel good. That's treating yourself, feeling good. And then I took this a little bit deeper. Treating yourself, not your physical self, but yourself, your God self. I personally have had a lot of issues with putting my happiness into other situations or other people's hands. And when things don't go my way, I am usually upset because I don't feel like I have that happiness inside myself. But then I remember who I am. I remember that I am God. And I remember that these people that I venerate so much and love so much and put so much energy into loving and caring about and putting all of my happiness into, I remember that they're God too. And if we're both God, well, of course we're both God, we're all God, there's no need for me to put them high on that pedestal because I'm there too. And I think that it's very important to treat yourself well and love yourself and tell yourself how awesome you are. A lot of people will say that's very self-absorbed, but I don't see exactly what's wrong with being self-absorbed. I mean, like, pay attention. Pay attention to what's around you, obviously. Care about the people around you. But if we're all God, we're all one, be absorbed in that one. And tell yourself... Thank you. And tell yourself how marvelous and wonderful you are. I totally didn't even mean to like quote the thing we say every week in church. But no, just tell yourself how wonderful and fabulous you are. You know, I look in the mirror and I've got this fabulous outfit on. I mean, I took off my fabulous shoes because I knew that I would fall. But I look at myself and I think like, man, I'm freaking fabulous. And I love myself, and that's treating myself, and I feel good. And I look at everybody else, and you guys all look so fabulous. Tell yourself how fabulous and wonderful you are, because you are. Oh, yeah. Thank you.